Hi, I'm Nate, and welcome to Stratum, the most powerful, versatile tax planning and projection system on the planet. We've been working with Johnny and Janie Johnson, and we have them in a pretty sustainable state. Their plan is quite solvent. They have the income that they'd like to have throughout retirement. We've done some things in the near term and in the long term, Roth conversion, Social Security optimization, and the like. But now I want to turn our attention to an overlooked planning construct that is dead centered in the tax planning arsenal: deduction bunching. Let me show you what this looks like. This should not be an unfamiliar idea, but it's way too often overlooked. We have three deductions currently registered with the Johnsons. They have state and local taxes, some mortgage interest, and a charitable donation that's substantial. The way that they are currently operating is an annual itemized deduction. And we can see that pattern down here where they get $69,000 of deductions every year. Okay, let's do a 2-year cycle starting in 2026. And let's move everything that can possibly be managed on an every other year arrangement over into the bunched deductions. Charitable donations, that one's easy. I can work it out with the charity or using a donor advised fund. I can take the deduction in the year that I'd like. State and local taxes is manageable. Sometimes takes a little bit of work, but I can certainly pay for 2 years in one. Mortgage interest, not so much. That one's a bit of a challenge, but we can see how my deductions vacillate from year to year, going standard deduction every other year, itemized deductions in between. Let's save that and see what kind of an impact it has. The interesting view here is specifically on the tax projection. Look what happens to our marginal tax rate and tax bill over time, year over year. And then look at the impact. Now, this is where it is really kind of surprising. Deduction bunching saves $278,000 nominally of taxes and $39,000 of net present value. Our income is roughly even, but that's to be expected because we're already fully funded. So all we've done is shifted the mud on the plate a little bit. Our income from RMDs goes down, our income otherwise goes up. The kicker is this: $415,000 of additional portfolio value at the end of life expectancy, all from deduction bunching, no other changes made. This is tax strategy at its finest. The other cool thing here is this is fully auditable. So if I wanted to see the details on screen, I can do that here. If I want to take it out to Excel, I hit this little copy button, right? Low effort. I move over into Excel, highlight where I want to put it, and save. And there's all the detail. If I want to toggle back over and see how specifically the deduction bunching differs, I turn that off. That changes all my numbers. I copy it again, go back over to Excel, paste that in another section, maybe adjacent to what I've just done. And now I've got full capability, full reign to compare whatever set of numbers that I want to compare for a complete audit of that entire strategy. Look, there's a whole lot more here. We're just scratching the surface. Thanks for being here.